Well, hello to all our Yuulo subscribers and welcome to this week's podcast from Studio 11. And, as always, I'm delighted to have our very own Jaysella in the chair today.
Howdy, Barney. Nice to be back.
And nice to have you back as ever. So, what have you got for me this week?
Well, there's only one place to be on Saturday, young man, and that's Ascot for Champions Day.
So that's where you'll be, Jace?
Wouldn't miss it for the world, Barney, and it's been a brilliant concept to bring together all those top races right at the end of the flat season.
Yeah, it's a pretty recent arrangement, right?
Well, since 2011, Barney, so recent enough, but what a day's racing we get. I mean, 5 Group 1s in a 7-race card, that's something to match the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe meeting at Paris-Longchamp a couple of weekends back.
So I suppose you've got some fancies for me then, Jace?
Oh yes, Barney, I surely do. But before anything, and I know there's still plenty of time for the forecast to change, but this weekend could see the quickest surface ever for this mid-October card.
Yeah, you're right there. What a year it's been for the weather. Let's face it, I still can't forget your Royal Ascot get-up. Phew.
Now, a gal's got to stay cool, right? Maybe I'll bring it out again next year.
Hope so, Jace. So I guess the weather's going to be a big factor for your Saturday picks?
Of course, not quite the ground you'd expect this time of year, but hey-ho, you can only deal with what you're served up on the day, and all we've got to do is assess who that will work for and who it won't. That's the name of the game. Barney!
Yep, got your point there.
So moving on, there are a couple on nailed-on bets for me come Saturday, and they are 2 John and Thady Gosden runners, Trawlerman and Ombudsman, going in the Long Distance Cup and the Champion Stakes, and I've got to tell you, I'm already big on them anti-post, at pretty short odds, I'll admit, but they are both going to win, in my opinion.
Great, I'm going to have a look as soon as we're done here.
Yeah, better get a look at what's on offer, though 2-1 on for Trawlerman doesn't look overly generous to me, but if you can get anywhere over 7-4 for Ombudsman, that's a pretty good price.
Okay, we'll do.
But to be fair, Barney, Trawlerman is just such an improved model this season, a very short odds on price, ain't no surprise to me, even if he was behind Sweet William last year. And of course, these stablemates are both here again, and Trawlerman can regain this long distance cup that he won in 2023, especially as there's no Kyprios on the scene now.
Yeah, got that written down, but what do you think about Al Kareem?
Oh yes, the perennial winner of the Cumberland Lodge. Well, he's good, and Carl Burke has had a brilliant year, but will he see out this trip? That's the question. Though if he makes the pace, then it sets the race up for Trawlerman. Anyway, I think the value might be in the straight forecast. Trawlerman first and Sweet William second, though that's a gamble.
Okay, Jace, an Ombudsman.
Well, what a race. I mean, what a race. You've got the super Callandagan, who doesn't know how to run a bad race, Delacroix, who of course beat Ombudsman by a neck in the Coral Eclipse before Ombudsman exacted his revenge in the Juddmonte International at York, so it's going to be an almighty clash again.
Yeah, that's the one I'm really looking forward to.
Yes, and of course it's a long-awaited return to the track for William Haggis's Economics, who was totally outstanding last year, winning 4 on the bounce before not really looking himself in this final task.
Yes, I remember that, Jace, but it did look like the marvellous Callandagan was going to take the crown, until Anmart came through from a bit under the radar at 40-1.
Yes, Barney, nice work. If you can get it backing something at those odds on as big a race as this.
Sure is. So the Champion Stakes is really going to be a cracker, right?
Oh yes, for sure.
And is there anything else I need to get my wad on now?
Well, assuming there's no big change in conditions, and that's a big if, then Words of Truth can score for Charlie Appleby in the 2-year-old stakes. Rosalien has to be a banker in the Queen Elizabeth II, though Fallen Angel is right at the top of her game, and Field of Gold is sure to be a hot favourite.
So a pretty tight one to predict?
Yep, you're right there, Barney. Plus, Andrew Balding's Never So Brave is one of the best improvers this season, so cannot be ignored, so it really is a top-class field. Before we go, the Champions Sprint is the toughest one to call, but I've a gut feeling that Mick Appleby's Big Mojo won't be far away.
Great, thanks for coming in.
Sure, pleasure, young man. See you soon.
Yeah, ciao for now.